What is going on, everybody? Upstate Blake here. I am late per usual, meeting a buddy, but let's go riding. I'm stoked. You stoked? So stoked. I'm taking this one.
Unless we were to go up to Big Blue Station and do Stillwater Road all the way to...
I figured that was open this year. That's what he needs to post on there is they need to groom all the way to the crossing and they got to start leaving a little shoulder.
I'm a blueberry on a ski-doo. What do you think?
Best thing to ride.
Shots fired. What is going on, people? Oh man, do we got some exciting news to talk about today. First off, you guys have been wilding out in the Facebook and Instagram comments asking for more guitar on the channel, so there you go. I shredded a little NAR guitar in the intro for you. If you're ever in doubt about copyright, just write your own freaking tunes. That's what I always say. What you guys are going to see is we put on some awesome miles. The trail conditions were incredible overall. This was December 26th. It is currently December 28th. Had a whole different intro edited, but yesterday we got some really exciting news, so I think we're going to start off with that. Boost has shipped, guys. My sled is finally on its way. I could not believe it. I got a call from the dealer on this ride actually 2 days ago. He said that, you know, it's most likely going to be the next one to ship, and then my portal updated yesterday. I just can't believe it. I am so excited for this sled. I'm going to be driving down to Connecticut, a little road trip first, bringing the trailer, and going to get this whenever it arrives. My guesstimation is probably within 1 to 2 weeks. We'll see. You know, I know it says allow up to 3, but I haven't seen one person's sled ship and take up to 3 weeks yet, so who knows? I know there's a lot of variables in there, but either way, my portal is updated. Cannot believe it. I am so freaking excited for this sled. Guess it kind of defeats the purpose of talking about this next part a little bit, but what the heck am I doing on a ski-doo, fam? Exactly for this reason, guys. I don't have a sled at the moment. The Pops has his Riot, which you've seen, but he's to the right of me right here, and he came with us for this ride. My good buddy John, he is in front of me in this clip. His good buddy keeps his sled at John's house. It is a Ski-Doo Blizzard 850. Both of those guys let me ride this for the day. I'm going to give a big shout out to the owner of this sled at the end of this video, and it's actually kind of funny. I know I make the TikTok face video, guys, of all the sleds kind of ripping on each other, but I promise you, it's all in good humor. I do not hate any sled brand. I love all of them. Whatever sled you're on, if you're on a sled, you're cool in my book, but I've just had limited access to ski-doos. I never grew up with them, you know, as you know, from Pops here on this ride with me. Grew up an Arctic Cat guy, had the Yamaha. Haven't been on ski-doos much. Going off on a side tangent quickly here due to the clip, but look at this scenery, guys. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite riding conditions are, but I'm going to go out on the limb here and take a guess that everyone's favorite is riding when it's absolutely pounding snow out, and don't get me wrong, I love that too, but there's just something about winter. It seems like it's almost rare for it to be like really nice blue skies out and riding, and there is just something about it. Look at this scenery with the trees going in front of the sun, and you're getting the reflection off of them. I got to tell you, these days are rare, and it's just really nice to look around and ooh, shiny.
How you guys feeling?
16 degrees out, blue skies, sun is shining, absolutely awesome. Don't worry though, guys, I love riding in the pounding snow too, and it starts dumping lake effect on us during this ride a little bit later. But anyways, back to the do. Haven't had much seat time on any Ski-Doo for that matter, but I really got to give it to them. Like I said, I don't hate any snowmobile, guys. I love all the brands. If you're on a snowmobile, that's freaking awesome. Snowmobiling is my favorite thing to do, but I really got to give it to Ski-Doo here. I definitely have a newfound respect after putting, you know, almost 200 miles on one. I could be wrong. I believe this is a 2019 Blizzard 850, and I'm a big dude, so I pretty much make any snowmobile look like a pit bike, and they're all a little bit uncomfortable for me, but I just love the sport more than anything else in my life. And for overall throttle response, that is something that really blew me away on this. I cannot even remember the last time I had a 129 track. A while back, ever since, I think, God, it's been a while, but this Blizzard had a 129 track, unstudded. You guys already know my opinion on unstudded versus studded tracks. Studding all the way, stud. But for being non-studded and what it is, it really blew me away, and I'm not hating on it at all, and I didn't expect it to be bad, but I really got to give it to the overall comfort of it, with being, I know the seats look really aggressive and they're smaller, but for a guy my size, it was very, very comfortable. The throttle response blew me away, and really genuinely enjoyed riding this sled all day. Back to this ride though, guys, you saw right at the beginning after that intro, I made a little joke about it, but we were debating on where to go today. I cannot believe this is how many miles we did for December 26th. The fact that we were out even on the trails before January 1st was a miracle, but these conditions have not looked this good in 20 years, guys. I'm not joking. That was the general theme with everyone we ran into today. Everyone's like, it's December, these trails are incredible. And I'm just looking at it like, regardless to being December, these trails have not looked this good, even for February, and I can't tell you how many years. Obviously, there's going to be icy spots. Branningham was a little bit icy. Tug Hill started getting a little bit bumpy, but overall, I can't get over it how good these trails were. Like, it really just got me speechless. For any of you guys that ride the area or know Old Forge well, we left from Old Forge. The Pops tried to do the connector trail from Trail 1 over to Branningham the night before. He said that it was ungroomed and bumpy. You guys know me. I'll ride freaking anything. I'll really ride over those bumps, but, I'm not complaining with groomed trails, so we went around from that Trail 1 intersection all the way around through Stillwater Road to McCarthy, came over that way through Branningham, and by this point now we're just starting to get into the Tug Hill area a little bit. At this point, you guys will see it does start getting a little bumpy. Like I said, I could care less about the bumps. I'll just freaking pin it and wheelie right over them. Just giving my overall trail report here, trying to be unbiased and genuine, and the trails do speak for themselves a little bit. Not hating on Tug Hill in the slightest. I love riding this area, and it is a blessing to be able to do the crossover from the inner trails in Old Forge to here any day of the winter, but this was definitely an awesome ride. With the bumps, you'll see that we just missed the groomers. We're reaching our first stop here at the Hook and Ladder, and as we start making our way to Barnes Corners, they just start coming out in full swing and just missed the groomers. Either way, I could care less. That's part of the fun with snowmobiling for me. Everyone is just so different. You talk to 10 people, you get 10 different preferences and what people like to do and ride. Personally, I freaking love seeing this many people out. It just makes me smile. I mean, look at all these sleds. As you guys know, Tug Hill is pretty much ground zero for people and traffic, and I just love to see it. This was an awesome day to be out and about and talk to people. Stop number 1 is done. Now we're getting back on the sleds and heading over to, I think the Montague. I don't know where we're getting food yet. But look at all these sleds. I see a boost. Yep, on our stop at the Hook and Ladder, I saw my first boost of the day. By the end of the day, I think I saw 3 or 4 on the trails, but my jaw was just open from the time he pulled in till the time he stopped. I was just staring at it. It was that blue VR1. It was the blue, the light blue, and then like the red accents on it. My God, does that sled look good in person? Way better than the computer. Had to let that 850 twin sing a little bit there. We left Hook and Ladder. I think now we're heading towards Barnes Corners. I think our next stop is the Tuggers Inn, but we will check on that. You good? Man, oh man, it's starting to snow out. Look at that lake effect machine. Should have done my due diligence and to give an accurate review and looked up the tank specs. I do not know how many gallons this Blizzard 850 holds, but I was a little bit below half a tank. I think I had 3 bars. So we're just stopping for our first go-go juice fill up. John is on his Moxie in front of me. It may or may not have a little more go-go parts on it, but I ain't spoiling his fun. My God, does that sled look and sound sick. I really do like his Moxie.
You got me earlier, I got you.
How many gallons you take?
I see another boost over there. It's getting me all excited.
I'd like to know where you're.
Hey, how many gallons you take?
5.
Yeah, 5.3.
I guessed correctly. Our next stop, which you just saw, was the Tuggers Inn. Great to meet those guys. I have not been there in probably 10 years. They all knew the Upstate Blake stuff. It was really awesome to speak to the waitresses and joke around with them and scream wheelies at the top of my lungs. Good time all around. But we are back at it on this ride. Here we are. I think this is one of the drop locations for Barnes Corners, and these groomers are out in full effect, hitting the trails hard. But like I said, we just passed one after another, and they were just getting going. So not terrible conditions. Any riding in my mind is good riding. Like I said, everyone's opinion is different. I could care less about the bumps. I just freaking pin it to win it and, send that wheelie over the moon. But, to each their own. Either way, started becoming a highway again. Not a big deal. Look at this. Just groomer after groomer after groomer. And we are back at it. By this point, I think we've probably done about 80 or so miles. I could be wrong. I will give the mileage report at the end of this video. Wheelies! I just couldn't resist there. I couldn't resist it. I apologize, fam. Sorry for blowing your eardrums out. Also just had to stretch the legs here a little bit. If you guys watch any car racing channels, or if they're out in the street, you'll hear them, they go, "Oh, I'm in Mexico. I'm not in any location specifically. I'm in Mexico." Well, right there, I was in Mexisno. On our way back through Branningham here, you guys probably saw the pine tree in the earlier clip. On our way back, we tried to stop at the coach light, but it was closed. So we just said, what the heck, we got to go to the pine tree. We didn't go earlier. There's not much to do in Branningham, so you got the coach light or the pine tree. God darn it, you got to stop at the pine tree. Awesome place. Making our way back here, we literally went all day, start to finish. I think we started riding. We actually did get a late start around 9:30, 10 o'clock. I believe this was around 8 o'clock at night. I also don't know how many people came through here this day, but it doesn't even matter. I mean, look at these trails from start to finish. I believe this is McCarthy, but flat as a board, flat and fast, and we just went for a nice rip ski home. You got to make the rounds, guys. When you're out and the riding is good, just keep going. Don't let anyone tell you differently. I'm just kidding. But we stopped at the Stillwater, ran into some buddies of ours. My buddy here, he's got a 900 turbo that's done up, and it is just sick. I don't know the power statistics on it, but just listen to this thing.
Darn kids and their music! Are you freaking kidding me right now? This is December, and those were the best trails. Obviously, there's always going to be the crummy connecting trails and stuff like that, but oh my God, overall, are you kidding me? It's December! Look at my Albert Einstein hair right now. That should tell you enough.
Left Stillwater, started making our way back to town here, took the roads, took the inner trails. Beautiful, 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 and then we ended up back up at John's house.
Fats, I cannot thank you enough, brother. This Ski-Doo Blizzard completely changed my mind on Ski-Doos in general. This thing rips, it's comfortable, it is just an all-around great ride.
Fats is single and ready to mingle.
Fats is single and ready to mingle. He rides a Ski-Doo, come on now. He does the wheelies. We had a killer day. How many miles do you think we did?
Close to 200.
Close to 200. Close to 200 miles in December. What is going on? As always, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We will see you next video. Hopefully we're riding soon, and my sled might be coming in.